Hi guys. It is 4:09 in the morning. I am forced to be up by the fire or the smoke alarm in the hallway going off for at least, I don't know, 20 minutes now. Don't know why. It sounds like someone's trying to keep it from going off. Um, I'm sure if it was something bad, somebody would have notified me by now. But anyway, so since the dog is bothering me because he's so scared, and Miss Kitty is jumping on the arm of the chair because she's scared, I thought I'd look at YouTube to see her video before this to see what it was about. But then I saw this and I had a comment on it. So let's play it and see what she has to say. Miss Kitty,
Okay,
get
so
down.
it's the evening of September 4th, 2022. I didn't expect to make a video right now, but I wanted to relay my thoughts about the upcoming court proceedings that I have. I spoke to my mom, and she said that she would stand with me during court for both instances or whatever, the first one being...
Hold it right there. I thought she was done with her mother. I thought she wanted nothing to do with her mother. Now she thinks what, she needs her mom for something? Or did her mom actually contact her and say that she needed her?
for the child and the neglect that the child was forced to sustain under my watch, or forced to sustain under my watch.
Who said that? Okay, either she's not telling us something that happened in the hospital or she's bullshitting.
So they had marked on there that the issues that I had were parenting skills,
Right.
that there was domestic violence,
Yes.
and mental health concerns,
Right.
housing and employment,
Right.
and also that what was the other one?
I can name a whole bunch.
Oh, it'll come to me, I'm sure. And then I noticed on the bottom where it said that they were going to start with like visitations. And then they were going to do some nonsense about that I was supposed to what was it? Something about that it was going to continue, that they're going to have him in foster care until I get my shit together, right?
Which never will.
I'm not going to do that.
Good.
If there is any possibility that I can just sign him over, I'll just do that at that time.
Good.
I know how disappointing it is for everyone involved.
Oh, nobody's disappointed except the people that are blind to you, that don't know everything about you. Everybody's delighted that you would do that because everybody knows how dangerous you are to children.
That I'm not playing their game, but we all know that, oh, it was substance and alcohol abuse. What substance and alcohol abuse do I have?
Okay, I think sometimes they just word those two together, but the substance abuse, you know damn well, is the marijuana you smoked throughout your pregnancy and probably tested positive in the baby's blood work.
I'm sorry, what substance are you trying to tell me to refrain from? Medicinal marijuana? That's what you're telling me to refrain from, is my proper medication that stabilizes me? Good show.
It doesn't do anything for you.
Good show. So, like I said prior, I will just go in there and relinquish the child. With my family involved, I don't care. My mother knows how strong I'm being toward this. She understands that I have to be strong for everyone involved. I have to give him up, because if you're going to make me jump through hoops, then I know that something is wrong.
And here's the other thing. If you have to make me jump through hoops, if she wanted that baby, she wouldn't jump through hoops for it. If she really wanted him, you know what she would say? You want me to jump through hoops? Oh, then I'm not going to do it.
Because we
It's
all
not
know
going
I didn't neglect that child. I took very good care of him, better care than most people, and I even attempted to breastfeed, which was my stupid mistake. Because I should have realized that they were going to do anything and everything to hurt me to the extreme, that they were going to take and sever the tie that I have with the child.
You
Because I
knew that.
shouldn't be attached to anything. I shouldn't be emotionally involved with anything. So
Stop.
that's what I have to do. That's how, that's how the game is played. I don't mind going the rest of my life realizing that the system is going to have to speak up for whatever ailments psychologically that this child's going to have due to all of this.
No. First of all, you knew that they were going to probably take the child away. And you didn't even want the child to begin with. And the only psychological problems this child would have had would have been if you would have been able to take the child home with you. That child has a much better chance of being normal being away from you. I don't know why you have to blame everybody else for anything and then try to say the child's going to have problems because he's away from you. What's wrong with you?
So, and I'm hopeful, my child can be that example. And like I've been an example, and like I haven't been, they said domestic violence. I am not violent.
What?
Aside from I admitted to setting the crib on fire with my daughter being inside of the house, and she was 4 rooms away, and it was in a mobile home, and it was a small fire that was set out by, put out by my ex-husband, and the only witnesses to the incident are my ex-husband and I was just
Oh.
openly vulnerable and exposed it all
Oh, okay, so that's different. Oh, here all this time I was thinking that that was a dangerous situation.
because I have no
Okay.
fear that I did anything wrong. The child was fine. The
Yeah.
child was 4 rooms away in a mobile
Okay.
home, so that makes it to where the ex-husband could have gotten her out easily
Oh,
if
okay.
things would
I
have
get
gotten
it.
out of hand. If he said he was so sensible, since he was so much more sensible that he filed for my disability for me and then left me with 2 loaded guns.
Hmm.
So,
I get
all
it
this
now.
stuff can be tracked and traced. His family assaulted me, yet of course I was the one to blame because I opened my mouth because I called the authorities, and then I was taken to jail for it. So I'm not going to jump through your hoops. I'm not going to sit there and stop smoking weed for your enjoyment. I'm not going to sit there and pretend like visitation is good enough when my tits are on fire from having to, let down all the milk that I produced for him, and specifically that he would have gotten and would have enjoyed and would have been fine with, and it would have helped his cognitive development. But instead, you wanted to believe your nonsense, your backward hillbilly bullshit, and you want to make things worse for me. So it's actually not making it worse for me. You're making it worse for the baby. And I told you, you're actually the ones that are endangering this child. And that's where people think I'm contradicting myself because they say that I have to work harder. No, I proved to everyone that I used medicinal marijuana and I sustained our lives because that was my proper medication that stabilized me and still stabilizes me. So I'm not sure what to tell anyone
We don't
aside from you
care.
can, you know what I mean?
You're a bitch.
I'm not going to
You know
jump through
that?
hoops.
You know why? Because then you would show that you're human. You would show that you're willing to do something a normal human would do, a loving mother would do. But you don't want to do that because you're fucking stubborn and you think you're better than anybody else. And God forbid it would show that you really would want to take care of a child. But no, you don't want to do that.
Nor am I going to care afterward, because you've already severed the tie. I don't care how much I feel like the energy from the Father is trying to reach out to me, or that I'm supposed to go and just pick him up and just eat shit, and I'm supposed to lie about everything. No. I shouldn't have more parenting classes. Are you absurd? Are you being obnoxious for a reason? I had voluntary classes twice in my life. What's the problem? Are you trying to tell me that I'm the bad parent here?
Yes.
I see some fatty fatkins in some positions where they steal babies. I'm pretty sure you don't teach your kids how to go and work out, do you? No.
Oh my God.
Oh, I would have cared for this baby much better than I would have cared for my first daughter, and I cared for her a lot. Teaching her baby sign language? There's proof of that. And you know why how I can expose that? The library. I got the videos on how to do it through the library there at Garland County.
So what?
So there's proof that I checked those out, the baby sign language videos, so that I learned that, so that I could share it with my daughter.
Okay, so what? So she could say, help, my mommy set my crib on fire? What the fuck is your problem? What don't you get? You told her things, you taught her things, but you also set her crib on fire in a mobile home. But it's okay because she was 4 rooms away? How do you say because you taught her things, you're a fit mother? You took parenting classes. Obviously, it didn't work. Oh my God, besides your mental problems, even if you went on medication, it's still not going to work because you're an evil person deep down inside. And that's never going to change. There's no medication for evil hearted people.
You know, all these proofs exist, and that's why it irks me that I have to go around and find these proofs so that I can put them on full display for everyone so they understand the turmoil that I've gone through and what I'm still continuing to go through their stupidity. Now that I have to realize they would issue a warrant if I didn't go.
Oh, so you have to go.
You're forcing me to have to be there.
Good.
You're forcing me to have to deal with this.
You have to.
You're forcing me to have to confront other people about the health and well-being of the child that I sustained all alone for 9 months because you want to lie and say that the father is more capable of affording for it and taking care of it and that he should have it or something, or that he should be placed into the system. I don't care anymore. You've already lost. You've lost because the child is at a loss. So, no thank you. Check please. This bitch ain't gonna hop through any more fucking hoops. I'm gonna hide myself away now. I'm gonna find other ways to manage and maintain on my own because I can't trust any of you people.
Does that mean that you won't be uploading any more YouTube videos? Because eventually your tits are gonna dry out. There won't be any more baby. Jason's never gonna come around for you. So what are you gonna have to talk about? Nothing. Your life is gonna be boring.
None of you authorities, none of you. If you do not hand him back over on a fucking gold platter, then there's nothing else we have to say. There's no reason for me to go to court and fight for anything. I'm telling you. You think that I'm lying sometimes. You think that I'm gonna alter my frame of mind because I want to do the right thing. This is the right thing. This doesn't just save him. Am I right? Everyone wanted to see him without me, us without each other. That's what you were saying. That's what you wanted. That's what came to fruition. So there's no reason for me to sit there and think that you're going to make it easy on me. I know you're not. I know you're going to make me look to be a liar so that you don't prosecute all these men that I've been trying to go after, but let's just not do that. Let's cut through the umbilical cord with our teeth. Let's gnaw through that like the pack of fucking animals you are.
Oh yeah, this would help
So,
too.
no, I'm willing to make this sacrifice. I'm willing to make it even permanent because temporary is not good enough for me. It just never was. Temporary was never like that. I wasn't looking for a temporary booty call or a temporary man. No, that's disrespectful. I'm pretty sure I understand my worth, and it's not being dragged around in the mud, and it's definitely not $50. So, I hope everybody's having a lovely day and a wonderful evening. Today is September 4th, 2022. I'm not manic. I'm completely stable at this
Yeah,
time.
right.
I just smoked. I realized I had to read through the paperwork and realized that's a bunch of bullshit. I'm not going to play your game, but we can go ahead and presume that's good, right? That you're going to get something out of this aside from a traumatized baby? Okay, cool. And whatever, I don't care. Trauma for me, that's nothing. No one gives a shit about me. I already knew that. Because fuck me and my emotions or any of that shit.
Okay. I hope somebody shows them that this tape tomorrow so they know she has no intentions of trying to even get that baby back. There's no way. And I hope that they see this and think we don't want to give this child back to this mother because this mother is more concerned about her being stubborn and not wanting to jump the hoops than to try and getting help to get the baby back. And that's it. And I believe she should never be around any more children. And I think if this was another country, they'd probably tie her tubes for her or remove her uterus or something. This is, I mean, how she could just come on here and say, well, yes, I did set the crib on fire, but my daughter was 4 rooms away in a mobile home. In a mobile home, why is it in a mobile home so much better? Why does that make it better? That doesn't make any sense. So there you have it. Since I'm forced to listen to the smoke alarm go off, and hopefully I can get to sleep so I can get a couple hours sleep before I go to work, I thought I'd upload this video for you. What is with this woman? I mean, this isn't this isn't all mental problems. This is pure evil. This is hatred. Um, I don't know. And then what's going to happen now? After she signs these papers to give up the child, and she knows Jason's not going to come back. Well, I guess she doesn't know. I think she still thinks he's going to come back. What are we going to be watching her do? What? Sit in the car and complain about what? There's nothing else. There's nothing else than to maybe watch her. What? Seriously, what are these people that continue to send her money, that continue to say, I'm praying for you, I hope you get your child back? What is there left? I guess I'm gonna have to go back to watching Trisha or Shani. I've been looking up Shani again. I got a couple. They're like 5 days old or something, but I was watching her say something, and at one point she said, I've been working so hard. I've worked so hard. I'm thinking, what the fuck have you ever worked hard at, Shani? What? But anyway, and then there's what's her name? Adracia or something. I call her Mary because it's a lot easier to say. I had read her book, forgot a lot of it, so I'm gonna read it again. It's real quick. It's just a small book. Um, And the reason I laid off her was that every video I saw, she was crying and talking about how people want her dead and they're trying to get her to kill herself and all that. And then as I watched more and more of her videos, I realized that she is bringing this shit on herself. Nobody's trying to get her to kill herself. No one's telling her to die. Well, I'm sure people are, but I mean, you know what I mean. So I'm going to go back to studying them and stay away from her a while because there's nothing left. The baby's safe. She's getting on my nerves. She's boring, and I'm done with her. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go downstairs and do something about that damn thing. Can you hear how loud it is? I sleep here because I can't lay down in the bed. It kills my back, and it takes forever to start walking in the morning. This is bullshit. So, guys, I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna get it up and then see what the hell's going on down there. Okay, guys, I will see you on the next video. You take care now, and don't forget, if you haven't, please subscribe. Every little bit helps. Thank you. Bye now.